Today I'm here to invest. Do you got any ideas?
Here's the suggestion location, Hong Kong. First, it is one of the special administrative region in China. Here it is. Closing to Hong Kong, it has Japan, Taiwan, Korea, Singapore as its neighboring states. So it's very close to exports or imports. Previous GDP rate $545 billion to this year $573 billion. It has 2.2 growth. Hong Kong, such a small district, and have been ranked at 38 in the world. The primary and secondary industry only takes 0.1% and 9% of the total GDP, and the rest are all tertiary industry. Hong Kong main trading partners are China, United States, Japan, Taiwan, Germany, Singapore, and South Korea. The foreign currency reserve has an increase 4% last year and 5.3% in the previous year. For the government intervention, the tax is really low in Hong Kong, and the Hong Kong dollar is legally issued by 3 major international commercial banks. It has been ranked as the world's freest economy in the Index of Economic Freedom of Heritage Foundation for 20 consecutive years since its inception in 1995. The government supporting their private business very much, and they waived the hotel accommodation tax in 2008. By the end of August 2014, there are 236 hotels and almost 71,000 rooms, and the average occupancy rate goes 1%. Of course, it's a monopolistic competition because, as you know, the product differentiation, they have business hotels and a lot of hotels. There are also many different companies, organizations, and the entry and exit cost is not a lot, and you can make independent decision. Also, the buyers and sellers do not have a perfect information, so it's monopolist competition. That's it. How do you think about it?
Sounds good. Let's go take a look.
Morning, Mr. Chou. I'm just gonna introduce our hotel briefly to you.
Go ahead.
And my colleague Michael will continue more specifically.
Okay.
So basically, our hotel is located at the center of Kowloon, Hong Kong, and our target segments will illustrated here will be the retail customer, following by the corporate trade, travel trade, and group, and the other customer as well. So as you might know, there's a lot of tourist attractions in Hong Kong, and some of the nearby tourist attractions from our hotel will be the Disneyland Hong Kong, Ocean Park Hong Kong, the Victoria Lake, which has a cable car allow you to have a view of the whole Hong Kong, and as well as the Avenue of Stars. So as you might know, also Hong Kong is a shopping paradise. So some of the shopping malls near our hotel would be the KCP11 and the shopping mall, the one, Lanham Place, and the Times Square mall, shopping mall. And the competitors in our districts would be like, I would say there are many competitors here. For example, the Marco Polo Hong Kong, Intercontinental, Sheraton, Royal Plaza, Shangri-La, Ritz-Carlton, Harbour Grand Kowloon, the Mira, as well as the Royal Garden and the Peninsula.
So, Mr. Chou, I would like to specifically talk about our hotels. So, our star ranking is like 5 stars. So we are high class hotel, and the size of our hotel is about 600 rooms. So our size is huge, and the numbers of employees. So we would like to provide a qualified service. So we hire a lot of employees. So about 600 too. And so for the facilities, we have a spa. It's Chinese spa. You can do some Chinese massage inside. Many tourists like this. And for the banquet place, our banquet place is flexible. We have got 4, and 2 is huge and 2 is small. It depends on what kinds of celebration we want to do. And the swimming pool, this is on top of our hotels. We have a good view there. So for the car parks, we have 3 basements behind car parks. As for the service style, because we are in Hong Kong, our social style is efficiency. So we do all the things quick and properly. And for our positioning, in Bangkok, there is a lot of apartments, so we are the highest class hotel. It's just the benefits for us. And for target groups, because Hong Kong is a shopping paradise, so many mainland Chinese tourists will come to buy things in Hong Kong. And so I would like to talk about the efficiency and the equity. Efficiency means we provide products to the highest price. So mix of things it depends on price, but equity is different. It means we distribute fairly to all the amounts of the members of the society. So the price is fixed and everybody can get the product easily. So for our hotel, we are high class hotel, 5 stars, so we are efficiency because of course we have to maximize our profits. So we provide the products to the highest price buyers, but we are not equity because high class hotel we don't suppose all the tourists can enjoy our service. Our hotel exists economies of scale. It means the cost will decrease when the new products produced. For example, when our hotel is international hospitality group, we can buy huge amounts of the product. So the suppliers will give us the lowest price of products. So this is discount for us. Last but not least, I would like to talk about what is restaurant vs banquet. And we decided by the PPF curve and the comparative and competitive advantage. As I mentioned before, we are middle high class hotel, and so there is not much high class hotel in Bangkok. There's only apartments, so we are the highest class. So for the target groups, the mainland China's tourists will come to buy Hong Kong because Hong Kong is a shopping paradise and they can enjoy the cuisine, very high of cuisine in Hong Kong. And we are efficiency but not equity because we provided the highest products to the highest price buyers, but we are not equity because maybe everyone can't enjoy our service and our products. And our hotel insists the economies of scale. It means we can get the lowest price. Why? Because we can get the lowest price from our suppliers. So our cost of products is lower than other hotels. And for restaurant and vs banquet, that means we depend on PVF curve, competitive advantage and comparative advantage. So we have experienced staff and we have knowledge in banquet more than restaurant. So we decided to expand our banquet, of course, yes. So that's our presentation of our hotels. Thank you.
To operate a hotel, some social benefits and social costs are generated. For social benefits, our hotel creates a lot of job vacancy and dedicate some effort to lower the social employment rate. And second, Bangkok will develop into our new tourist concentration and prosperous district because many tourists will pass in and out of our hotel and more. And the exist of our hotel will increase the competitiveness between hotels, and this will improve the service quality of each hotel to avoid the drain of customer. The outstanding appearance of our hotel will become a lead landmark in Kowloon, and so that the tourists can recognize the location easier. But for the social cost, noise, light, and environment pollution will be increased because of the increase of people and the overnight light decoration on the hotel wall, etc. To alleviate the problem, our hotel will join some going green scheme, such as some company green audit to limit the resource consumption in the operation of our hotel, and Earth Hour to turn off all the lights in our hotel for 1 hour to support some environmental friendly activities. And second, the heat island event in Bangkok will be serious. Because of the increase of high building, the intensive building block the light and slow the wind speed. However, our hotel can grow some plants on the hotel roof to decrease the temperature of the roof of our hotel, and we can avoid to use the high reflective glass as the materials. The heat island event will be serious in Bangkok because the increase of high building. Intensive building block the light and slow the wind speed. And however, our hotel can grow some plants on the roof of our hotel to decrease the temperature of the roof. And to avoid to use the high and the pump of the local small shops to maximize their revenue. So the special local culture will disappear gradually. Likewise, some externalities will affect our hotel supply and demand. And if there is an increase in subsidy or decrease in tax from government, we can save more resource to increase our hotel supply. But if there is an excess of inflation in our society, this will increase our hotel expense and the hotel cost. So our supply will be decreased. But for the promotion of tourism, if Hong Kong government do more efforts on the tourism advertising to attract more tourists to visit Hong Kong, that will increase our hotel room demands. However, if our competitors such as Sheraton or Intercontinental lower their room price, then more tourists want to choose them, so our demand will be decreased.
I'm going to talk about the demand and supply in Hong Kong. In 2013, visitor arrivals increased 12% over 2012. As at the end of 2014, total visitor arrival recorded a 12.4 increase from the same period of previous year. As you can see from the diagram, mostly of the tourists is from China, Australia, US, Europe, and etc. Next is supply. By the end of 2014, Hong Kong had more than 240 hotels comprising more than 70,000 rooms in total. We have 4 restaurants which can occupy up to 2,006 per day and 4 banquet places with the minimum of 1,606. Here is the household income, which is the average is from 10,000 to 20,000. Our pricing method is as middle level of the 5-star hotel located near shopping district, so we have the rate from $190 US up to $650 US. Inflation rate, as you can see from the chart, the average is 4.44 last year, and Hong Kong has the highest inflation rate compared to our neighbors. Unemployment rate is basically doesn't change from half of 2014. Compared to our neighbors, we have the most stable unemployment rate. About exchange rate, Hong Kong has the lowest one, just higher than Japan for exchange rate. About future discussion, Hong Kong is mainly attracted by tourists every single month, even low season or high season. So if we continue with the future trend, we can keep up a good occupation monthly. Thanks.
Alright, so based on your information, I created a future plan for the next 3 years, which is 30% increase in demand. Accordingly, rise in the price of substitutes, which will result in a price rise in small hotels and apartments, which will result in a customer rational choices, which is choosing our hotels. And secondly, foreign price of complements, which our company will directly produce the products that your hotel is needed in order to save costs, so we will directly transport it to you, the products. And then look into the rising real income, which is rise average income in the local area that you are building the hotel. So which will make sure that we will reach most of the customers because they are better life qualities. So the demand will increase accordingly. And then changing tastes in favors of product, which we want to make sure that follow the trend of Asian taste and preferences of the food and the services, which we want to make a mark of the products which we offers in all perspectives in our hotels. And Lastly, rising advertising expenditures. Because we're a new open up hotels, so we want to make sure that we reach the most the customers of main target markets, also even the competitors' markets. So that's what I have to say. Do you have any questions?